Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to do another 12 by 12 ephemera sheet set. Today we're going to make pockets and envelopes. So I have my papers all cut out. Of course I have my little sticky notes. And we're going to start off with a long skinny pocket. Now we started out with a 12 by 12 sheet, and we cut our 12 by 12 in half and then in half again, so we have 4 6 by 6 pieces. So on the first one, let me see, we scored at, it's hard to see with this little one, we scored at 1 inch and 3 3/4. And of course I already scored it. I'm so nice. Yep, 1 inch and 3 3/4. Now this is single-sided paper, so I just inked. Now when you fold your edges up, I folded it up to, let's see, I think it's about 2 and it's about 2 3/8. So you can go up like 2 1/4, 2 3/8. And then when you fold your top down, just try to leave a little bit of a space in there, just to help you get stuff in and out of the pockets. And you can cut the little thumb notch in it. Let me use my bigger one. I don't think I want to use my bigger one. It won't cut right. We'll just cut a smaller thumb notch in it, and that'll work well. And of course on these, I'm not going to decorate them. I'm just going to do the base things. And we're just going to, I think we only have to glue the 2 sides. I'm enjoying doing these 12 by 12 ephemera sets. I think I'm starting to run out of ideas to go by. And if we run out of the 12 by 12 ephemera sets, well, there's 12 by 12, just 12 by 12 projects that we can do. Now, you can leave these, you can leave your flaps straight, or you can round them. I think I'll round them. And if you ink, you can ink. I would ink before you glue it shut though. So, that's one pocket for us. You can fit quite a few little things in there. So, that's the first one. I better let my glue sit or it's not going to sit because I keep pulling it up. All right, so that's number 1. Now on number 2, we're going, this is not a pocket, this is an envelope. I'm confused already. See, how do you like that? This is an envelope, but that envelope can be used as a pocket. That's a long, skinny envelope. I hope I said that when I started. All right, now number 2 is an envelope, and if you have the envelope cutting board things, whatever, you can make them on there. I just fold my corners Make a little crease in the center. And then I fold my other corners. And I make a little crease there. So where our creases cross is where you'll make all of your folds to. So you fold your sides in first. Now, depending on what the design in your paper is, you might want to look at it and see what you want on top. Maybe I want the darker on top, so I'll do it this way. So just fold your corner over till it almost hits the dot and crease that down. You can use your finger or a bone folder. Turn it around to the other side, almost to the dot, and crease that one down. Then you can go up here to the top and put your ruler right across where these sides come together. And just make a little line there. And then that gives you an idea of where to fold your bottom up at. Now, everybody does envelopes different ways. Some fold them clear up there, some fold them down farther. It just actually depends on your liking. You just have to practice, find the way you like it. Then you can put your ruler here where these intersections come together. And fold this back. Well, make a crease in it. And you can fold it back, and I fold it under. And when you fold it back up, that leaves more room in your pocket. Now when you unfold these, you can cut these little intersections out. And I'll tell you, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes when I cut them out, I leave gaps, and I don't really like the gaps, so I don't always cut these out. So all I'm going to do is put some glue on this and fold this under, and then have to see where it's going to come up here, because you don't want to glue your pocket shut. So I'm just going to go there and up to here on this side, and just to my score line, and up to there on this side. And then I'm going to fold them up. And just make sure you don't have any, make sure you don't have any glue inside your envelope. And then you fold that down and you have an envelope. And you can round this edge. And on this paper here, I inked the back side of all of these papers. Some of them I inked a little more than others. Now, I cut this from another little tiny piece of green paper because I didn't have any left over from this, and because you might use this in your journal as a pocket. You can put Velcro on to hold them down, and you can just cut a little piece of paper and you can put on either side of the flap. And I'm just going to pull this back so I don't lose where I have it, and glue that down. And I'm going to pull this one back and just glue that down. Or put glue on it so I can glue it down. And you can pull your flap out. And you can put your flap back in. And that's a pretty cool closure. All right, so that's number 2. Now on here, because we didn't do anything with the closure, you can put a little piece of Velcro. You can wrap ribbon or string, anything around it to hold it. You could also take a little piece of paper like I did there. Let me see something here. You could just do a little narrow piece, glue it on the top, bring it down, and put a little piece of Velcro on. You could do a fold like that, or you could bring like a tab over, and you can do the same thing as you did right there. You just put it down here and you would fold that tab in, like the flap, not a tab. It would go like this. You can have that over there. You could have it rounded or angled. You can put that on there and you could just fold that right in, and that would hold that envelope shut. All kinds of ideas and all kinds of ways. All right, now let's see. Number 3 is a corner angled pocket. Again, I inked the back. So all you're going to do, you have your square. You can, depends on if you want your pocket on the left page or the right page. You can fold your angle down this way, or you can fold your angle down this way. And I'm going to fold my angle down this way, and I would just leave it until it's like maybe 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. You can kind of eyeball it. Or you can just do it however you see fit, and just crease that down. So the most part of this is on the back. Most part of this is on the front. Or if you had double-sided paper, depending on which pattern you wanted on the front, you could also fold it this way if you want your pattern paper here and your other side here. Let me see, which one do I like better? I like that, but I think I also like that, so I'm going to leave it this way. Then if you want, like now in your journal, you would just glue these 2 sides down, and that would make a pocket. Then if you wanted an extra tuck spot, you can glue just your corner here down. You could do a tuck spot on this side, and you can have a tuck spot on this side. Or you can have it where it actually goes up inside. It would just make a bigger pocket. And if you had a bigger tag, you know, whatever you wanted to fit in there. So I think I'm just going to glue, and if you don't want the extra tucks, you can just glue this whole thing down. This just gives you extra space for, you know, putting tags or whatever you might want. And then on the outside, you can, stamp designs on here. You can add tags or labels. You could add all kinds of stuff. However you might want to decorate it. So that's number 3. And then number 4 is a flip pocket with a notepad. And of course I have notes all over this. Now, this one you score, it's 6 by 6, and you score at 3.5. Now you're going to want to figure out, do you want the main part of this one on the front, or do you want the main part of this one on the front? Now we scored this in half, so we're going to fold it. Now you're going to measure up 3 inches and score across here on the right side, or I made it easier, and I mean you're going to measure up 3 inches and just draw a line, or I made it easier and I scored it. So on your score line, you're going to cut across there. And then this is going to fold over as a pocket. So now you're going to want to make sure that of which you want showing for your pocket and for up here. Score this down good. So this is what it looks like this way, and this is going to be folded back. I don't think I scored that right down 3 inches because it's not even. And I scored it on my big scoreboard. So let's try this again. So if your score is not right, you just score it again. No problem. There. Now, this is the way the front of it will look. I almost think that we might have made one of these already. Or you can turn it. Let me see. You can turn it so you have this on top, this on bottom, and this around back, because this is going to be your hinge for a flip pocket. Let me see, which one do I like? I actually think I like this. So I'm going to go ahead and make my little thumb hole, or my thumb notch. And then this is going to be around the back. So this is also going to be a pocket. So when you glue it in, so we're going to make one, we're going to make a thumb notch here. So this would be glued down. You would glue these 3 sides, and you would have a pocket here. You would have a pocket here. And then this would just flip back. And then you have a pocket here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this pocket down. So if we did make one of these, well, just a recap. I don't mind making something more than once. All right, so now we have our pocket here. So now we're going to turn it over, and this is going to be for our notepad. And the pieces are 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. A couple of them are a little bit shorter. You have to make sure that it fits. You can't go over. Let me see. This is 6 inches. Duh. This is 6 inches, so I wouldn't go over more than 5 1/2, I'd say, because it'll give you room. So all I did was I glued all of my papers together. A lot of times I staple them. This time I just glued them, tore another piece of the coffee dyed paper, and then because I don't want my staples to show through on the front, I'm just going to glue this on too. Now my Fabri-Tac holds a little bit stronger, so I think I'll put Fabri-Tac on it. Ooh. Well, that was strong and hard. It's a new bottle. I wasn't expecting that. But the Fabri-Tac will hold a little bit stronger than the, I might have to put a smaller smaller spout in there. Fabri-Tac will hold better than the art glitter glue, I think, because it's stronger. So then this would just fold back over. So you would have your pocket. And you'd flip it over and you can write little notes and you'll have another pocket. So that's our 4 projects for today. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Let me know if you're still interested in the 12 by 12 sets or 12 by 12 projects for just helping to use up your paper. So there we go. All right. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. Check out my other videos. So until next time, hope everyone has a good day and happy crafting. Bye for now. Okay, I'm back for just a couple more seconds. I forgot this note about this corner pocket. So depending on how wide your pages are in your journals, you might want to take like 3/4 of an inch off of this corner. And if you have it on the other page, vice versa. So you might want to cut this down just a little bit. So let me draw a line right there. I knew I was forgetting something. All right, so now if we do that, you're going to want to glue right here, glue this little corner down. And then that will just help it to fit on your page a little bit better. And then you still have your tuck spot here. and on the side, and your pocket back here. Okay? All right, everybody. So long again. Catch you later. Bye.